Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rise and shine, beautiful people. Rise and shine. Day 28. And this month will be gone before you know it. Coach Deborah, it'll be gone. Mother Katie, it'll be gone. So this morning we're continuing our teaching series. We're talking all about mastering strategy. Okay, mastering strategy. I felt led to push this subject because I realize most people uh, are not strategic when it comes to their life. You know, to manage three, four, 500 students on a campus, you have to have a strategy. To serve 1,000 people coming at your restaurant, you have to have a strategy. To accommodate some 300 to 500 people in a seminar, church service, you have to have a strategy. Mastering strategy is paramount for navigating life effectively. You've got to have a strategy. Strategy is about making choices, trade-off. It's about deliberately choosing to be different. That's a quote I found. I thought it was really good. The essence of strategy is choosing what not to do. Let me say it again. The essence of strategy is choosing what not to do. And so mastering strategy is critical to effective living. You want to win. The goal is to win. The goal is to advance. The goal is to do better. The goal is to not be making the same mistakes. So you and I must take the time out, Minister Carol. You and I must take the time out, Miss Linda, and identify where do I not have a strategy, but I have effort. Where do I not have a strategy? Where do I not have a strategy, but I have effort? And so going to work every day, working hard without having a strategy to become the CEO, to become a six-figure earner, to become an entrepreneur, to become debt-free. You have to have a strategy. Where are you going? The whole concept of understanding that you're going somewhere demands a strategy. Demands a strategy. When you learn to master strategy, you will win more in life. Let me say it again. When you learn to master strategy, you will win more in life. So the question is, do I have a strategy? The question is, do you have a strategy? Write that down. You need to answer that question. Do I have this morning, as you wake up this morning, this beautiful Thursday morning, it's another Thursday. Oh my God, I can't wait for the weekend. Well, what are you going to do with the weekend? Do you have a strategy? Oh, I can't wait until next month. Do you have a strategy? Oh, I can't wait until I get my bonus. Do you have a strategy? I can't wait until the children leave the house. Do you have a strategy? I can't wait until I'm retired. Do you have a strategy? Ooh. The Bible says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Strategy is necessary for vision to be accomplished. Okay? Let me say it again. Strategy is necessary for vision to be accomplished. It is possible to have a desire but don't have a strategy. It is possible to have a desire but not have a strategy. I desire to have a child, but you don't have a strategy to raise the child. I desire to be married, but you don't have a strategy to stay married. I desire to buy a house, but you don't have a strategy to sustain the house, to maintain the house, to keep the house. I have a desire to make six figures. I have a desire to make seven figures. But the question is, do you have a strategy to sustain it? Do you have a strategy to keep it? Do you have a strategy to even acquire it? Now, they teach us this on Business 101. Okay? You got to have a business plan. Okay? You have to have a business plan. It's called a strategy. But once again, we're taught that in business. We are not taught that in life. And that's the reason why you are here today. You are here because you're part of the effective living community. And our thing is, we're going to start looking at areas of our lives we hadn't looked at before to make sure that we're winning in areas of our lives that we haven't really won as much as we should have. How many of y'all know there's always more? There's always more. So here's a couple of things I want to leave with you this morning. Okay? Firstly, clarity of purpose provides a guiding light, illuminating the path forward when you have a strategy, when you're living with a strategy. So you have a clarified purpose that is providing a guiding light. You know why you're doing what you're doing. Firstly, you know why you're doing what you're doing. Somebody said, well, why are you buying those cups? Why are you using that building? Why are you having it at that time of the year? Why do you have those people on the agenda? Those who are winning and winning big, they are more strategic than most people. Okay? Those who are winning and winning big, they are oftentimes more strategic than the average person. Angela, you have to have a strategy. What does a strategy does? It clarifies purpose and it provides a guiding light. It helps you to understand why do you do what you do. Secondly, when you have a strategic plan, secondly, it brings you, watch this, it makes you adaptable. Okay? It makes you adaptable, enabling you to pivot in the face of challenges, ensuring resilience at the end of the day. Adaptability is necessary for thriving in what you are wanting to do in life. If you are rigid and you are not willing to adapt, you won't win. Adaptability is necessary, Coach Della. Adaptability. So there are some people who don't realize the strategic play demands that you learn how to adjust with your plays. Okay? The strategic play, the way you're going to do this demands that you learn how to adapt. You have to learn how to adapt. Don't listen, people. Listen, don't keep doing the same thing if the results are not coming out to be what you want. Life is simple. Life is simple. Mastering strategy would have it to be that you know this is where you're trying to go. Hello. It's called vision. I see where I'm trying to go. Then I draw up a plan. The plan that you draw up, the plan that you write out to accomplish the vision demands you to look at the plan from a strategic standpoint and tell yourself, if I do this, this will work out. If I do this, this could work out. If I do this, you want to be strategic. You want to be strategic. Now, when you look at your entire life, you got to ask yourself, where am I not strategic? Where am I not strategic? Where am I not strategic? When it comes to faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun, Where am I not strategic? Listen, guys, there is no shortage of money in the earth. But we find ourselves going paycheck to paycheck. There is no shortage of people in the earth, but yet we say we don't know anybody and we don't have any friends. There is no shortage of information to grow in your faith, but yet there are people who are starving when it comes to their faith. They're not praying, they're not reading the Bible, they're not spending time meditating and worshiping. Listen, man, you've got to have a strategy. You have to have a strategy to make sure that you are doing right with your body. How do I break the cycle of generational curses that have plagued my family? 3 and 4 generations deep. You got to have a strategy. You got to tell yourself, I can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So adaptive. Well, we've been doing this a long time, Miller. You don't understand. We've been doing this a long time. That's the problem. That's the problem. So I was telling my brother and close friend, I said, every June I disrupt my activity. I make some adjustments. This June coming, at the end of June, effective living will be moving towards 5 years. I'm not going to keep doing the same thing just because I could. I'm going to make sure harness my energy in a way to bring about the best results so that every year I'm getting better. My platform is getting better. My services are getting better. Now, here's the deal. I know, you know, I'm never going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's cup of tea. And the question I ask myself every day, every week, every month, am I adding value? Am I adding value? And that's the goal. The goal is to add value. Am I meeting my objectives? Am I establishing what I saw I wanted to see established? So I have a meeting later today that leans towards taking effective living to the next level. There's always another level. There's always another level. There's always another level. There's always another level. Okay? So April, May, and June, we're going to shake up some things with effective living. And then in July, anniversary month, poof, we're coming out with a different approach. We're coming out with a cleaner, clearer, solider objective because the goal is to keep getting better with age. But you got to be strategic to ensure that that happens. Your desire alone is not enough. Okay, your desire alone is not enough. You have to be strategic. So here's what else I know. Okay, when we talk about strategic living, when we're talking about mastering strategy, here's what else happened. Foresight is granted with the ability to anticipate obstacles and opportunities. When you get strategic, Angela, you start to be able to see obstacles. When you get strategic, you start to be able to see opportunities. Okay? And then for some of us, Jason Basin, for some of us, when we start to get strategic, you could see fear, you can see opportunities, you can see obstacles. Hello. You can see that building. Come on, you can see that corner office. You can see that finished book. You can see that, come on, that 6-figure, 7-figure bank account. You could see it. But then you can also see taxes rising. You can also see lawsuits trying to come. You can also see haterade and family members and close friends being exposed because you're like, hold on, I didn't thought she felt like that. I didn't thought he felt like that. Well, listen, guys, when you start to become strategic and you start to make those objectives come to pass, it's going to start revealing some stuff. And you got to know, because you are mastering strategy, you're not only mastering strategy with the intent to win, you're also mastering strategy on preventing areas where hurt can show up. So this is where you have to be able to see and capture obstacles before they arise, before they show up and affect you. Lastly, guys, when you're strategic, when you start mastering strategy, effective communication is fostered with an understanding that I have to do this. I have to do this. I was talking to someone yesterday and I said, you have to do Toastmasters. It's necessary. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of where you're going. Okay? Some people effectively, you got to realize that some of what you're doing can't be done by you anymore. You have outgrown you. You need two more people next to you to be able to do what you do. That's a strategy. You have taken it as far as you can take it by yourself. Now you need a team. Now you need a team. So now you need to know that this cannot go to the next level by myself. Okay? This cannot. So you embrace that. Last but not least, guys, I gotta plug this in there. Watch it. Continuous learning cultivates growth and innovation when you're adaptable, when you are intentional, when you're committed to mastering strategy. This whole concept of continual learning. Mastering strategy would have you to understand that you have to know better to go to this next level. Okay? You have to know better. And you're not going to do better if you don't know better. So you have to get to know better. You have to know what is it that's keeping me back from growing to the next level. So nowadays, I'm now pushing people to look where they have not looked before, to go where they've not gone before, to do what they've not done before, to get what they had not gotten before. But that's you're going to have to grow. You're going to have to grow. And growth is best accomplished through learning. If you're not learning, chances are you won't be growing. If you're not learning, chances are you won't be growing. If you want to grow, you have to be open to learn. And one of the reasons why all of us should be open to learn is when we start thinking, why haven't I crossed this plateau? Why haven't I taken this next level? Why haven't I raised the bar? Why haven't I excelled at this level and so forth? Because here's the deal. Something you don't know is keeping you back from where you should be. Something you don't know is keeping you back from where you should be. Watch this. Something you don't know is keeping you back from where you should be. There is some things you need to know that will get you to the place you've always dreamt of being. There are some things you need to know that will get you to the place you've always wanted to be. But that's only going to happen when you go ahead and do what you have not done before. What have you been afraid to do? That is the thing that's causing you not to get to the next level. Maybe it's not wanting to buy the book. Maybe it's not wanting to pay a coach. Maybe it's not wanting to go back to school. Maybe it's not wanting to rent the location. Maybe it's you never want to delegate. You don't never want to outsource. You don't never want to surround yourself with people that are better than you. You can build an empire without being the smartest one in the room. Let me say it again. You can build an empire. You can build a successful business. You can become a crushing, successful individual, excelling in all that you put your hands to by just simply realizing you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. Okay? So I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I just want to plug some thoughts in your head to challenge you. Start thinking, how can I take what I'm doing to the next level? It's called mastering strategy. Do I have a strategy? Or do I just have a desire? Everybody has a desire. Very few people have a strategy. And after you've acquired a strategy, we're going to talk about your work ethics, because you can have a good business plan. You can have a good strategy written out, but if you don't work it, you won't make it. You've got to work it until you make it. You've got to put your hands to the plow, and you got to literally make a commitment to do the work to get the result that you have strategically established that needs to be done. God bless you guys. Y'all have a great day. This is going to be a phenomenal day. I love you all. We're going to shake it up. Effective Living will be celebrating 5 years in July. I love and appreciate you all. So many of you have been a part of this from the very beginning. I am who I am, but by the grace of God and the wonderful people God has surrounded me with over the years. Next stop, the top. Let's do it together. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.